Here's an ad that's being run right now by two progressive groups. It's being run both in D.C. and in Senator Nelson's home state of Nebraska.
For 6 years, I've owned a sizzling skillet here in Ralston, Nebraska. Last week, my health insurance agent called. He told me my rates were going to go up 42% from last year. I can't afford that. I told him I may have to cancel the coverage. I'm just going to pray my kids don't get sick. When President Obama proposes a public health insurance option that would force the private insurance companies to compete and lower rates, that's exactly what my family needs. Now I hear that Ben Nelson, the senator that I voted for, is leading the charge to delay health reform this summer. That's exactly what they want. The health and insurance companies that have given Senator Nelson over $2 million know that if they can stall reform, they can kill it. I have to ask, Senator, whose side are you on? If you're on my side, stay at work. My family can't wait for reform.
It's definitely not as scary as shutting down a town hall meeting with a screaming tantrum. It's also not without substance. What happened after this ad went up in Nebraska may be the real story here. Senator Nelson called Michael Snider, owner of the Sizzlin' Skillet and star of the ad that was running against him. Mr. Snider joins us now from Omaha after graciously allowing our staff to pester him through the lunch rush at his restaurant at the Sizzlin' Skillet. Mr. Snider, thanks very much for joining us here tonight.
Thanks for having me, Rachel.
People who are opposed to health care reform often cite small business owners, such as yourself, as potential victims of any change to the system. So when you talk to Senator Nelson, and just talking right now, what is your perspective as a small businessman on whether or not health care reform would be a help to you in your business? Why is it so important to you?
Well, it's important to me, number one, because my premium is almost as much as it costs me to put a roof over my head. That's one of the main reasons I'm concerned about it. Number two, as a small business person, that argument just doesn't make any sense to me, because if health care costs come down, it's going to benefit small business people. It has to. And it's actually, if they come down, smaller businesses are going to be able to offer health care to their employees. So, you know, that's a fake argument.
Yeah, and I think what you just articulated there is the big idea, and just punctured a lot of people's balloons with the myths that they've been hearing about this. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to Ralston, Nebraska, but if I do, I'm going to leave a really large tip when I eat at your restaurant. Mr. Snider, thanks very much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Good luck to you.